Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something absolutely fascinating. We are going to unpack the incredibly deep lecture notes of teacher Lin Mingxiang. This is a thinker who has managed to brilliantly synthesize Zen, Taoist, and Pure Land philosophies all into one cohesive framework. Seriously, if you've ever wondered how the lofty, high-level concepts of Eastern spirituality actually connect to something as simple as, just looking at a car or a house on your street, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to see exactly how Teacher Lin's handouts bridge the gap between our everyday mundane reality and the totally awe-inspiring visions of the Infinite Life Sutra. So let's get right into it.
Here is our quick roadmap for today's journey. 1. The three jewels within. 2. Emptiness and wondrous existence. 3. The silent light Pure Land. 4. The world is mind. And finally, 5. The radiant Bodhi tree.
All right, section 1. The three jewels within.
Usually, when we talk about the three jewels in Buddhism, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we tend to think of external things, right? But Teacher Lin's lecture notes kick things off by completely redefining the very concept of the Buddha. He says the Buddha isn't just some distant historical figure or a statue sitting in a temple. According to his notes, the Buddha is actually your own inherent pure awareness. It is literally your very own vision, your capacity to see and be aware right here, right now, in this exact moment.
And Lin Mingxiang brilliantly maps out the rest of the three jewels based on that. So if your vision is the Buddha, then the Dharma simply represents all the myriad objects illuminated by that vision. We're talking everyday things, the people around you, cars driving down the street, or the houses you walk past every single day. And the Sangha? Well, that is the perfect non-duality. It's that beautiful state where your awareness and the environment seamlessly merge into one. It's just the harmony of you and the world interacting without any separation whatsoever.
Now, his notes actually build this into a super practical method for our daily lives. Step 1 is simply perceiving those everyday objects. Easy enough, right? But the absolute crucial shift happens in step 2. You turn your awareness back to illuminate your own self-nature. By reflecting inward on your own mind, the source states you can realize the supreme path. You actually attain the responsive, perfectly at ease state of Guanyin Bodhisattva, where you can observe the world totally freely and without any obstruction.
Moving right along to section 2, emptiness and wondrous existence.
Okay, the lecture notes highlight this profound paradox that so many spiritual seekers really grapple with. The quote goes, "True permanence, responding to things, true permanence, attaining nature." Think about that for a second. How on earth can someone remain totally still and tranquil while at the exact same time constantly responding to the endless, chaotic demands of the world?
Well, the really crucial point here is how Teacher Lin completely decodes this paradox. He takes the Taoist idea of true permanence and maps it to the essence of true emptiness. Then, responding to things is mapped to the function of wondrous existence. And when it comes to attaining nature, Lin Mingxiang's notes explain this as the absolute perfect fusion of true emptiness and wondrous existence. They aren't opposites fighting each other at all. They are fundamentally non-dual. They're actually the exact same thing.
And this perfectly illustrates the practical outcome of really getting that non-duality. According to the notes, by realizing that emptiness and existence are fused together, a practitioner can remain perfectly pure, tranquil, and totally at ease. It's basically saying that no matter how absolutely chaotic the movements of your life become, true stillness is found right there, smack in the middle of the action.
All right, let's dive into section 3, the silent light Pure Land.
Are you noticing the pattern here? Teacher Lin's lecture notes once again use this incredible framework of non-duality. In the Pure Land tradition, reciting the phrase Namo Amitabha Buddha is the Dharma. The land of eternal silent light is the Buddha. And the non-duality between them? That is the Sangha. The text explains that with just a single recitation of the name, you instantly uphold all three jewels and perfectly realize the Buddha of your own self-nature.
But this naturally raises a pretty direct question. Why? Why does a simple, single recitation hold such immense, life-changing power in this framework? The answer is really all about the sheer, unimaginable scale of this practice. According to the source text, one single utterance eradicates 80 billion kalpas of birth and death karma. 80 billion. And a kalpa is an unfathomably long period of time. It's staggering. The lecture notes even point to real-life accounts to back this up, like the profound healing and awakening of Zhu Lao Bodhisattva, who reportedly attained a pure mind and was completely healed from a critical illness just through this recitation.
Teacher Lin explains that this astronomical level of relief isn't just some random magic trick. It's possible only because the Amitabha World-Honored One poured immense loving power and a great compassionate heart into meticulously designing this over measureless kalpas. This one great name was literally given to us as a supreme grace, capable of transversely transcending all realms.
Okay, bringing us to Section 4, The World is Mind. The lecture notes present this incredibly powerful assertion. Buddhist disciples are able to perceive that the world is nothing but mind. Lin Mingshang really emphasizes this idea, that when you awaken to the fact that all appearances are merely what your own mind sees, all those mental discriminations just instantly vanish. The philosophy is basically suggesting that you stop fighting the world, because you finally realize the world is you. And when a practitioner truly grasps that the world is mind, the text outlines some pretty incredible outcomes. It claims you can manifest various forms without obstruction and accomplish everything completely freely. But absolutely most importantly, the notes argue that you recognize your own mind actually is the pure land of eternal silent light. You don't have to travel millions of miles across the universe to find it. It is right there in your very own awareness.
So, why does all of this matter to us right now? Well, the text makes a very direct plea to the reader. It urges practitioners to use their brief time in this messy, earthly existence, what's referred to as the Saha world, to cultivate deep, unwavering faith. It's asking us to use this time wisely to plant the supreme causes so that we can ultimately reach that perfect, completely unobstructed state.
And finally, Section 5, The Radiant Bodhi Tree.
Prepare to have your mind blown a little bit by the scale here. 4 million. The texts describe a majestic Bodhi tree in the Pure Land that stands 4 million times li tall. It is described as an indestructible diamond heart of the vow that never, ever withers, blooming with a kind of magnificence that just completely transcends human language.
I mean, just try to imagine this massive cosmic tree. Its branches and leaves spread out like these vast, sweeping oceans of clouds. And the trunk is adorned with immeasurable, radiant colors: gold, blue, yellow, white, red, and purple. All of these colors beautifully interweave to create a stunning, rainbow-colored Dharma realm right before your eyes.
And the details get even more breathtaking. The texts say that every single leaf on this 4 million light tall tree emits billions of subtle rays of light. And when a gentle breeze stirs those leaves, hundreds of thousands of heavenly musical sounds arise spontaneously, expounding the supreme wondrous Dharma. And honestly, the most beautiful part of all this isn't locked away in some VIP section for only the most elite practitioners. The 28th vow guarantees that even ordinary beings of limited merit can personally behold its majestic splendor, without exception.
Bringing this explainer full circle, right back to teacher Lin Mingxiang's lecture notes. The entire journey we just went on, from looking at a simple car on the street, to finding stillness in the chaos of life, to visualizing a 4 million li tall Bodhi tree, all of it rests on this one single core philosophical principle: the world is nothing but mind.
Which leaves us with a really profound final thought to ponder. We've seen exactly how everyday perception shapes ultimate reality. So I have to ask you, if your own mind is indeed the Pure Land, what kind of world are you creating right now? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. I really hope this structured look into teacher Lin Mingsheng's lecture notes has illuminated your own path. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I will see you next time.